Well, good evening. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, jammers. Welcome to the Jams and Cocktails live podcast. My name is Brad Brock, and I'll be your ho-ho host this evening on this lovely Christmas Eve. Joining me here in the legendary JNC Lounge is the timeless Miss Jordan Taylor.
Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas Eve.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Burr.
Well, we thank you all for tuning in live with us this evening on Facebook and YouTube. And a thank you, of course, to those of you catching the show later on or listening on your favorite podcast platform like iHeartRadio, Spotify, or wherever you're tuning in. Please give us a like, share, and subscribe. We have a pretty fun, festive evening in store for you, don't we, Jordan?
That we do.
That we do. Along with the Jordy Files, midweek motivation, and an interactive round of Name That Tune, we're going to hear from a very special guest. And by special request, I'll be performing some holiday classic tunes, and I'll be winding down the evening with a reading of the classic poem, The Night Before Christmas. So we all will be watching the comments. So feel free to join our conversation throughout the night. But before we get down to business, let's check out our cocktail of the week. Shots.
Everybody.
I was a little off rhythm this time.
Cocktails.
Yeah.
Ooh, the blender.
Yes, of course, this segment is brought to you by Drizzly, liquor delivered to your door, and this recipe was pillaged from the Drums and Rums podcast's advent calendar. It's called the Jack Frost cocktail. Paul's reveal on his YouTube channel looks so good, we just had to have one. So the drink's actually pretty simple as long as you have a blender. So we take 4 ounces of pina colada mix, an ounce of Code Silver rum, which is our special addition to this, half an ounce of blue curacao, and some shaved coconut. You blend together and garnish with the coconut. It is divine. Look at that. It looks so delicious. Jordan, what about yours?
Yes.
All right.
Fantastic.
Well, let's give it a sip and see. That's nice. That tastes just like sunshine,
Yes.
Wouldn't you say?
Yes, like childhood.
Like childhood. Awesome. Well, if you'd like to join us for the Shot of the Week each week, check out the Shot of the Week link on jncpodcast.com to see what we're planning, and then you can get everything you need by clicking the Drizzly link just underneath that and get it all delivered to your house. So we're an affiliate partner of Drizzly. So by clicking through our link and by purchasing through there, you are helping support our show. So it's a win-win for everybody, I think.
I would have to agree.
Yeah, Jordan has to agree. So you guys, we have a very special guest Skyping in with us from the coldest region of the earth. He needs no introduction, so here's a little video instead.
Yeah.
Woo!
I understand.
Mr. Kringle.
You need to have, I'll tell the elves to get back to work. I'm going to come down there and put my boot. Wait, hot light?
Mr. Kringle.
Oh, hi, Brad.
Mr. Kringle, welcome to the Jams and Cocktails live podcast.
It's so good to be here.
We appreciate you taking time out of your very busy schedule, it appears, to have a quick chat with us tonight. So how are things coming along at the workshop? Will everything be ready for tomorrow night?
Told you to get. Oh no, it's going good. It's going real good. Everybody's working great. The elves are putting the 110%. Miserable little. But everything is great.
I know this is a stressful time of year for you. So how are you coping with the stress of such a impending day?
Oh, look, steady as a rock. Steady as a rock.
Well, Jordan and I love cooking and baking. So what is your favorite type of cookie to eat? What can we leave for you?
Oreos. But please, don't leave them with the white stuff gone. You don't know how many times I get Oreos and they're split apart. And it's all gone except for the... Come on, nobody wants to eat the actual cookie.
I can agree with you there.
Yes.
I can definitely agree with you there.
Hashtag double stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's tough. We can't necessarily bake. Do you like any baked goods, Santa?
Oh, sugar cookies, of course.
Ah, perfect. Well, that we can do. Another question I have is, do you listen to music to get pumped up for a night of delivering gifts?
Absolutely. You know, some of the classics, like Barry Manilow, a little George Strait, and Elvis. I love Elvis.
Amazing. I love Elvis too. Well, I have to ask, as a guest on the show here, would you be willing to be put on the hot seat for our Inside the Lipton Tea interview?
Absolutely. Just remember, there is a naughty list, Brad.
Fair enough. Okay, folks. Well, Santa is a good sport, so let's see what's going on inside the Lipton Tea. Hello and welcome to Inside the Lipton Tea. My name is Brad Brock, playing the part of Mr. James Lipton. I'm here with the world-renowned Mr. Santa Claus. Santa, are you ready to begin?
Absolutely.
Santa, what is your favorite word?
Ho, ho, ho! It's spelled Hohohooo.
Very good. Santa, what is your least favorite word?
Out of wrapping paper.
That's quite a sentence.
Quite a word.
It's one word.
Hyphened all the way through. Santa might be a little scandalous. What turns you on?
Turns me on. Candy canes without their wrapper.
Ooh.
In cold snow.
Santa, what turns you off?
Mrs. Claus's mother.
Santa, this may be naughty, but what is your favorite curse word?
Butterscotch. Like when I stub my toe, I go, oh, butterscotch.
What sound or noise do you love?
What?
What sound or noise do you love?
The sound of 12 tiny reindeer clicking on a roof.
What sound or noise do you hate?
The sound of those 12 reindeers leaving an extra surprise.
Now, here's an interesting question for you, Mr. Claus.
Yes.
What profession, other than your own, would you like to try?
Oh, the Easter Bunny, of course, because I really want to know how a rabbit brings eggs. It's baffling to me.
What job would you not do under any circumstance?
Being an elf. Their boss is mean at times.
And finally, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Wow, your beard is as white as mine.
Yes, and you would be welcomed with open arms, I'm sure, because you are a saint after all.
I better be welcome or everybody will done the naughty list.
Well, Santa, we appreciate you taking the time out of your very, very busy schedule to hang out with us for a little while tonight. We wish you safe travels, of course, tomorrow night. And we have just one more question before we let you go. Did Jordan and I make the good list or the naughty list this year?
Oh, Brad, you know that you always operate kind of in the gray. But I'll give you the good list this year. And Jordan, based on the photos you sent me, you're definitely on the good list.
Thank you, Santa.
Thanks, Santa. Give it up for Santa Claus.
I rock.
Santa, we will see you very, very soon. Thank you again for hanging out with us. You guys, coming up next is the Jordy Files, but here is our first little jam about one of Santa's most famous reindeer. Check it out. You know Dasher and Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all? Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And now the reindeers loved it as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeers used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? And now the reindeers loved him as he shouted out with me, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Yeah, that was Brad. That was me. It was me, Mario.
Yay, Brad.
Well, you guys, each week JT fills us in with the today's, or see, I threw myself off there. Each week JT fills us in with on this day music history, celebrity birthdays and departures, news, gossip, and more in the Jordy Files. There she is.
There I am.
Oh, Jordy, hit me with your best shot.
Fire away. So, Today, we have some fun birthdays. December 23rd, Christmas Eve. We have soul singer Esther Phillips, who was born on this day in 1935. And then we have Ron Bushy from Iron Butterfly, was born on this day in 1941. Duster Bennett was born on this day in 1946. He was a singer, guitarist, and a harmonica player. Bennett worked with Alexis Kroner, John Mayall's Blues Breakers, Fleetwood Mac, and B.B. King.
Wow, man, what a
I know,
resume
right?
there.
Just all over. And then in 1946, Ray Tabano, who was a founding member of Aerosmith, was born. Dave Murray, who was born on this day in 1958, he was the guitarist with English heavy metal band. No? Okay. Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Yes. You'll
You
know
got
this.
me.
You'll know
You got
this
me.
one. Eddie Vedder was born on this day in 1964.
Can't imagine what band he played for.
Singer, songwriter, and multi-instrumentalist with none other than
Jeremy spoken clears today.
wrong answer. It's Pearl Jam. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, good job. Thank you for that, Brad. And then for our UK fangirls out there, Harry Judd, drummer from McFly, was born on this day in 1985. I know how our little British buttercups love McFly.
Yes, McFly. You know that is our friend Lucy's favorite band from England.
Oh, yes,
It is her
yes.
very favorite band.
Cheerios. And then on this day in music history, it was a very interesting day, December 23rd. Weird facts. I left a bunch of them out because they were just a little out of control. Maybe because it's Christmas Eve. So close to the holidays makes people do some interesting things. I don't know. But we're going to start out with a little controversial factoid, or one of these interesting Christmas Eve ones I threw in here for you guys. On this day in 1959, Chuck Berry was arrested after taking 14-year-old Janice Noreen, who, unbeknown to Berry, was working as a prostitute, across the state line. He was sentenced to 5 years in jail, but after racist comments by the judge, Berry was freed.
Wow. One of the times that racism got some justice there.
Yeah. It's like, wow, that's
Very rare.
Strong starting out here back in old 1959.
That was a long time ago.
Many moons. And then in 1964, during a U.S. tour, Beach Boy Brian Wilson had a nervous breakdown during his flight from Los Angeles to Houston. Wilson left the band to concentrate on his writing and producing. Glenn Campbell replaced Wilson for the band's live shows before Bruce Johnston ultimately replaced him.
Wow. What year was that?
1964.
Wow.
Yes. And then one that I've been waiting for in 1989, since I love Phil Collins, so I'm excited that he finally popped up with something.
Surprised we haven't gotten his birthday yet at some point.
I know. I did actually. That's funny because I Googled it. I was like, he must be an October baby. I'm getting October vibes. His birthday's January 30th. But anyway,
just
so
a
he's
little
coming
off.
up. So maybe that might be a Wednesday. We'll see. Phil Collins started a 4-week run at #1 on the U.S. singles chart with Another Day in Paradise, his 7th U.S. solo #1, taken from his #1 album, Another Day in Paradise, which was written to bring attention to the problem of homelessness.
Wow, which is a big deal around this time of year. We'll touch on that a little bit. Don't let me forget to come back to that.
Okay, I'm making a note. Homelessness, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then in 1999 on this day, George Harrison's home in Maui was broken into by Kristen Kelleher, who cooked a frozen pizza, drank beer from the fridge, started some laundry, and phoned her mother in New Jersey. Kristen was later arrested and charged with burglary and theft. So another
Help
weird,
yourself.
another weird Christmas Eve celebratory act. On this day in 2007, The Police were named as the highest earning touring group for the past year, bringing in nearly $132 million. The band's 54-date North American tour had generated almost double the total of the second place act, which was none other than country star Kenny Chesney.
Random. How random.
I know. And then we obviously must speak about the departures on this day. In 1985, this was also kind of another one of those just crazy, weird Christmas Eve stories. Judas Priest fans Raymond Belknap and James Vance shot themselves after listening to the Judas Priest album Stained Class. The two had drank beer, smoked marijuana, and then listened to hours of the album. Afterwards, they took a shotgun to a nearby school playground where Belknap shot and killed himself. Vance then, shot himself in the face, and it blew away part of his jaw, mouth, and nose. Is that too much?
Quite graphic.
But then, 3 years later, he passed away as well from complications from the shot.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh my
so
God.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of crazy. Sorry. We went into a lot of detail.
Yeah, man. Geez. Just.
Then in 2008,
Morbid as hell.
Clint Ballard Jr. died. He wrote A Game of Love, a hit for Wayne Fontana and the Mindbenders, and Linda Ronstadt's You're No Good. His songs have been recorded by the Hollies, Frankie Avalon, Ricky Nelson, the Zombies, and Jan and Dean.
Nice.
Yes. And then last but not least, Leslie West passed away today of cardiac arrest. He was a founder, guitarist, and co-vocalist of the band Mountain, whose hits included the song Mississippi Queen. He was 75 years old.
Oh, wow. Just today.
Yeah,
huh?
just a few hours ago.
My goodness. Well, that's incredible.
Yes. And
75, that's a good run.
That is a good
run for Rockstar anyway.
It is good, yes. Take it. And then just a special side shout out to Jack and Patty, aka Faja. Today is their 3rd wedding anniversary. So
Aww.
We love you. We miss you. Have a great day, you crazy cats. And hopefully we'll get to see you guys one day again.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
And that's all I have for you today, folks.
Oh, that's the Jordy Files.
That's the Jordy Files.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well done, Jordan.
Thank you, Brad Brock.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Oh my God. Just, I don't know, I'm beside myself. Well,
I've left you speechless.
if you can't get enough of the Jordy Files and want to binge watch it, you can check out jncpodcast.com and click on the Jordy Files link, and you can binge watch all the Jordy Files that you'd like to.
Do it.
Do
it.
Do you hear that? Is that sleigh bells? Is that sleigh bells? Oh my goodness.
You got Santa to come here, didn't you?
Did you just get a magic gift left
dropping?
on your desk?
Was there a Christmas dropping?
There is no end to Santa's magic.
Oh, Santa.
Because Santa Claus brought us claws. Oh,
Who
yeah.
would have thunk it?
Oh, Santa.
You are too good to us.
And it's mango. It's my favorite flavor.
Our favorite. How did he know?
Oh,
Gosh. Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
White claws.
Oh, well, thanks, Santa. My man.
Yes. Man with a plan.
Well, you guys, next up, we'll be playing Name That Tune with all of you. But here's another holiday jam for you first. Enjoy.
So
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Yeah, White Christmas. All right.
Beautiful. Beautiful job, Brad.
I love being teleported to a beautiful living room that is warm with a fire and a Christmas tree.
It looks good on you.
Right? Thanks, Jordan.
You're welcome.
Well, you guys, we invite all of you tuning in live to play along with us in our weekly edition of Name That Tune. Tonight's category is Rock and Roll Christmas. Go figure, right? So these are original holiday songs that aren't the common classics. So we're looking for the song name and the artist tonight. So be sure to put both of those answers in the chats and the comments. And of course, we'll draw a raffle winner at the end of the game to get some JNC swag. Are you ready to play Name That Tune? All right. Well, since it is just Jordan and I still hanging out in the lounge here, we're going to forego the multiple windows in the screen and everything, and we'll just
I see how it is.
We'll zip it back and forth between the two of us. So, as I mentioned, Rock and Roll Christmas is the theme. Here we go. First clue. By the way, all very incredibly easy. So here we go. First clue.
You say that every week.
Now, to be fair, in the Jordy Files, you actually mentioned a couple of the people on this list.
That's awesome.
Jordan's going to town there.
And we do not converse about it. Yeah. We did not plan this.
No plans. Drums and Rums in with the artist. What's the name of the song? Jordan's going away.
Going crazy.
Beach Boys is the correct artist. We just need the name of the song. Jordan, you look like you're going there.
Oh, are you?
Bethany Lynn in with the win.
Oh, I just.
What did you get, Jordan?
I put Merry Christmas.
Not the right answer.
Boo.
But Bethany did get it with Little Saint Nick, the Beach Boys. Well done. Are we ready for our second clue? And this is going quick. All right, here we go. Also in the Jordy Files.
Oh.
No cheating, Jordan.
I'm not. I'm trying to say hi to someone.
I'm just kidding.
Gosh.
Here it is one more time for you guys playing at home. Drums and Rums in with the win there. It is Run Run Rudolph by Chuck Berry. Steve the Bruce in with Chuck Berry. Bethany Lynn in with Chuck Berry. Run Run Rudolph, Run Run Rudolph.
Run Run.
Run, run, run.
Just keep running.
Well done. Well done. Margaret in with Run, Run, Rudolph. Getting all these names. AC
Yes,
Slater.
I didn't even get to answer.
I know. You're going to break your wrist over there.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure I got everyone.
All right. All right. Here is the third clue.
My jam.
That's all you get, though. That's all you get. Here it is one more time. Oop, Jordan's writing. She's writing for the love of God. She's going to get it in. She's going to get it in before you guys.
Do you think I would know the name of this?
You don't know it?
I don't know that that's a thing that I don't know.
God, Paul is dominating. Dominating this week.
I got it too.
Dominating this week. Paul, you got to give us the name of the artist as well.
Unless you need my help.
You got it. That is correct. The correct answer is Wonderful Christmas Time, Paul McCartney. Bethany Lynn even put in with Wings.
Ooh.
So, well done.
I had that too. I put Sir Paul.
Sir Paul. I think that's the most accurate. That is the most accurate. Steve the Bruce said that Xmas song. I'll give it to you. Why not?
It is that song.
All right. Ashley in with Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time.
Oh my.
The extended, I'll go with that too. The extended title. All right. Next clue coming at you.
Well, it's Christmas time again.
That's one of my favorites, by the way. Here it is one more time.
Well, it's Christmas time again.
Jordan writing feverishly as though she knows the answer. Drums and Rums in with the artist.
Oh.
It is Tom Petty, as he wrote it. All right, Steve the Bruce in with the late, great Tom. That is correct as well. Somebody give us the name of the song. Here it is one more time.
Christmas time again.
I put, should I share mine? Christmas All Over.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Jordan.
Yes.
It is Christmas All Over.
Oh,
Well done.
what a marvelous guess.
Bethany Lynn says, Dad says Tom Petty. And your dad is correct. Steve is correct.
Yay.
Steve the Bruce also said, it's Richard Petty. Oh, yes. Christmas All Over.
Or for you Doug fans, Petty Mayonnaise.
Petty Mayonnaise, get out of here. All right, you guys. And the final clue for Name That Tune tonight.
Ooh.
Wake up the happiness, come on, yo, it's Christmas time.
Aha.
A modern classic, but it's actually one of my favorite Christmas tunes. I really enjoy this band and their version of the song. It's really nice. Here it is one more time for you.
Wake up the happiness, come on, yo, it's Christmas time.
Na, 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 na,
I do want to say thanks again, Santa, for magically sending us White Claws. Claws from Claws.
Ain't no laws when you drinking the claws on
Yes.
Christmas Eve. The end.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
question marks.
So many question marks. Bethany said, I thought you said these would be easy. Yeah. All right. Here it is one more time. Listen closely. It doesn't give you any clues, but it's a good song.
Wake up the happiness, come on, yo, it's Christmas time.
Brad dancing.
Drums and Rums says, I don't effing know. All right, Jordan. Well, what do you got?
Well, you just made my answer wrong by saying there's no hints in the title. So,
Well, you got half point for the name of the band. It is Train. Train is the name of the band, but wrong on the song.
son of a biscuit.
It's one of those where it's not the title.
Is it called Shake It Up?
It's called Shake Up Christmas.
Oh.
Shake Up Christmas is the name of that one. But if you don't know that song, definitely go and check it out. It is "Shake Up Christmas" by Train. It's a really fun
It is good.
Christmas song. So,
Yay!
I guess we're ready to do a raffle drawing.
We are already.
And since it's me, I'm the only one that doesn't have the list there. Do you have everybody written down? You got everybody?
Yes, I believe I do.
You got Camille
Yes.
and
Margaret.
Paul, all those people.
Yes.
All those people. I'm so
All
sorry.
of them.
All the lovely people. Okay. Well, how many do we have on the list, Jordan?
We have the big 6.
Big 6.
Big 06.
All right. All right. So I'm going to choose a number from 1 to 6, and that will be our winner tonight.
Perfect.
All right. So,
Do you need a drum roll?
yeah, let me get a drum roll. 2. The answer is 2.
Why don't you get yourself a drum roll, Brad? It is our actual most correct answers, fella. Paul.
Paul.
Drums and rums.
Drums and rums.
What?
Nice, Paul.
Excellent work.
But
Everyone's a winner.
it gets better. You're absolutely right. Everybody's going to get something. So the 6 of you that participated tonight, be sure to. Some of you, I think I have your information, but if you don't think I have your address, send it to me on a private message, either through Jams and Cocktails or me personally or Jordan, and we're gonna send you out some fun stuff, some fun swag at any rate. But Paul, you're our big winner, so you're gonna get some big stuff. Big stuff.
Some big
stuff. Also, if you guys don't know, Paul is the host of the Drums and Rums podcast, which is a very fun podcast, and he does some really cool extracurricular stuff with it. Like all month long, he's been doing this rum reveal advent calendar, and it's so cool. And if you go and check it out, you can check it out on YouTube, Drums and Rums. You can check it out on Facebook, Drums and Rums. Pardon me. And you might even see a familiar face or two in the upcoming reveals. So check that out, Paul. Thank you so much for tuning in, my friend. Paul also mentioned
How nice of you to notice.
my artwork in the corner. This is actually drawn by Kevin McLaughlin, our good friend and singer-songwriter. His daughter, Freya Elizabeth, is an amazing artist, and we recently went to one of his shows, and she was doing artwork, so she drew that wonderful piece, and I knew that it had to be a part of the scenery here. So thank you, Freya Sarah, for drawing that for me, and thank you, Paul, for pointing it out. Oh man. Well, you guys, I did say I wanted to touch on this a little bit. We mentioned homelessness a little bit earlier, and it just brought up a point that I wanted to make, considering that Christmas Day is on par to be the coldest Christmas that we have had in the last 20 years, per an article that I read. So with that being said, for our friends out in Martin County and everywhere, really, like homelessness is a real problem. Among veterans, among poor people, and people that just don't have a leg up. They just need a hand up. So there is a wonderful organization. We've talked about it many times on this show. So I'm going to mention it again. Tent City Helpers in Martin County was founded by my good friend Tony Solomon, a guest on the show, Joe Neeson, heavily involved in that as well, and countless other people to make it the thing that has become. And they basically collect supplies and deliver them to the tent cities throughout Martin County. So if you have some extra blankets or you have a little bit of extra jingle, and you could go to Walmart, I think they sell fleece blankets for like $3, and or anything that you could bring and donate to the Tent City Helpers or any charity of your choice. But they are a favorite of ours here on the show. Check them out, tentcityhelpers.com. And if that's the incorrect address, feel free to Google it. But it's going to be very, very, very cold this Christmas, and it's going to continue to be cold throughout the season. So, like, help out your neighbors, the unseen neighbors. They are there. They are living. They are just trying to get their lives together. So, Tent City Helpers, check them out and do what you can. And thank you for listening to that public service announcement. I really appreciate that.
Yes.
Well, you guys, coming up next We're going to get our midweek motivation, but I have one more song for all of you out there, and it is a message from me to you. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Take the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. We've all friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough. Lend out yourself a merry little Christmas now. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. We've all friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough. Lend out yourself a merry little Christmas now. Lend out yourself a merry little Christmas now. All right. Thanks, Brad. Oh,
So
man.
lovely.
Oh, yeah. That was just beautiful. Oh, just beautiful.
Just marvelous.
Just marvelous. Oh, my gosh. Jordan, we are cooking. We're cooking through the show.
We're cooking. I have a question. Do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Do I have a favorite Christmas song?
Yeah, what is your favorite Christmas song of all time?
You know,
Or do you just enjoy?
it's so funny. Like, I really don't even think about Christmas music until Christmas time. You ever, like,
Yeah.
even when I like play shows, I always feel bad because people ask me, "Oh, do you know any Christmas songs?" And like all those Christmas songs you've heard me play tonight, I literally had to learn them as sitting here to, and like some of them I've even played before, but I just forget them over time. And So maybe like this next year, I need to like have a proper rehearsal and learn a good set and maybe do like a live stream Christmas concert and maybe get some other local musicians and have like a proper little jam, which we were planning to do. That was the original plan for our show last week was, as I mentioned, to do it remotely at the public house, and we were in conjunction with Snorkel Corn and Zach Jones and those guys, and we decided to postpone that event, of course, until the COVID is under control and sorted out as best we can, at least to make it safe enough to get together in a room and play music together as as colleagues, So to your question, Jordan, my
way
favorite
to circle around the question. No.
My favorite Christmas song, Oh man, it might be "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," the song that we just heard, or the Christmas song, "Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire."
Oh,
what is yours?
Convenient how you did both of those. Well, I really enjoy "Merry Christmas" by NSYNC. Is a favorite, and I like "Rockin'." No,
I'm just kidding. That's mean. That's so
it's like
rude.
a guilty pleasure. Don't tell anyone. I just told everyone. And I like "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree." It's a fun one.
It's good. Jingle Bell Rock is another one up there. But I do like some of the new classics like "Christmas All Over," Tom Petty, that we had just to name that tune. I really enjoy that one. I like original Christmas songs too. Very favorite original Christmas song is "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Is you? Oh
no, just kidding. Just kidding.
Well, Lady Gaga does a really good version of "White Christmas." And she says "white," and it's awful and fun.
Well, check that out. I do want to mention Amy Lanny, a good friend of ours, also chimed in. She said Angels of Hope in Fort Pierce is a good charity as well. Always looking for stuff like that. Yeah, it's a good time to be charitable if you can. We understand, and everybody should understand that it's hard times for a lot of us, and hardest times for some of us. Had never been on this kind of way. So if you can, just be reminded that we have neighbors out there that could use a hand up. We don't like to call it a hand out. It's a hand up, and as I mentioned, like it's going to be real cold. So blankets and things like that, socks, super important. Scarves over there.
Yes.
That is a beautiful scarf, Jordan.
Thank you. I knitted it myself.
Maybe
Very I'll have to make some. I don't think I'll have them ready by Christmas Day, but
Yeah, well,
better late than never.
Yeah, it does. It does take you a little bit to get through those.
It does
things.
take a moment. Yes.
Well, you guys, each week our good friend Tony Espinosa gives us some words of wisdom. So take some notes. This is your midweek motivation.
Yeah, Tony.
Brock, how you doing, my friend? Happy Wednesday, jams and cocktails. Hope you're having a good time. I miss you, brother. I can't wait to see you again and be in the same room and just do some brainstorming. We got some big things coming up. I'll touch base on that in a second. Almost 40 years ago, her name was Anne Herbert. I believe she was a restaurant owner in Sausalito, California. And she printed on her menus, practice random acts of kindness and senseless acts of beauty. And it changed the dimension of her town. People took that little quote and changed lives every day. They're just doing a little bit here, a little bit there. We're so caught up in a world right now with technology. You walk down the streets, you go to restaurants, you go to bars, you're walking through the mall. Everybody's like this on their phone. Everybody's got a face in a tablet. People don't introduce themselves. They don't walk up to strangers and be like, "Oh my God, I noticed you're You're beautiful. I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't introduce myself. Do you have dinner plans this weekend? Or women running up to men. Oh my gosh, I love the way you're just the way you carry yourself. I want to get to know you. Here's my number. Give me a call. Let's get together. People don't do that anymore. They go on dating websites. They swipe left. They swipe right just on how a person looks. They don't get to see them. It's baffling that the human race, our entire existence depends on connecting with each other. And we're not even doing it anymore because we're on our devices. So you want to change life. You want to change your life. You want good things to start happening to you. Start doing good things for other people. These random acts of kindness, senseless acts of beauty. Hey, let me get that door for you. Hey, let me help you take these groceries inside. Here's an umbrella. I see you coming out. I got an umbrella. Here, take it. The umbrellas cost $5. I got 20 of them in my trunk just for these purposes. You never know who's watching. You never know who's listening. When I was a child, I used to take the cart back to the grocery store when I was 7 because I see these little old men or old women, or I once saw a guy in a wheelchair collecting carts. So I took my cart back. I was a child with my mother. And now it's a thing. I see it everywhere I go. People are taking carts back. Just doing these small little things. You want good things to happen to you, start doing good things for other people. Like I said, open that door. You see somebody in need, reach out. My mentor right now is challenging everybody. Him and his family spend Christmas Eve every year decorating a house and feeding another family in the community that can't afford anything. They're not getting any gifts. They don't have any decorations. They don't have food on the table. And my man and his family, his 4 daughters, his wife, they go out and they search for 2-3 months for a family in need. And they watch over time, and they listen and they see and they, what do they need? And they get it for them. They decorate the house Christmas Eve. They give them a tree. They give them food. They give them presents. This can change lives. But he acts like this, and his life is so overwhelmingly amazing. And it wasn't easy. It's not just given to him, but you start doing good for other people, you start getting that. Some people call it karma. I don't know. Some people say it's the universe. I don't know. Some people say God's involved. I don't know. But what I do know is that every time I open the door for someone down the road, someone buys my coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. I'm behind them in the line. I do this, that happens to me. And I'm aware of it. So get out there, do some good things for people, start creating that energy. We live in a tough time right now. We are divided as a race, and I don't mean like black, white, I mean by human race. We are divided as humans just by our political standpoints, our religious standpoints. It's brutal. So put all that junk aside because we're the human race before anything else. Get out there and just start doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do. Help out people when you can. And I'm telling you, that love is going to come back to you 100%, 10 times fold, however you want to look at it. Start doing nice things for people with your heart, and it's going to come back. Mother Teresa once said, not all of us can do great things, but we can all do small things with great love. Brad Brock, I'll talk to you soon, my friend.
Great message this week. Wow. If it isn't so incredibly relevant to just what we've been talking about tonight.
Yeah.
In that, random acts of kindness, giving to people in need, or like Toys for Tots, like dropping off toys. You have no idea where these things are going to go. I mean, obviously you hope that they land in the arms of a child, but we charge those people involved in taking care of those charities to fulfill that. But we, in our heart of hearts, take and make that deposit, and then we just put it in fate's hands to give happiness to somebody that we don't know. That is less fortunate, and I think it's beautiful. And Tony's message I did not get a chance to review that message before I posted it today, but I feel like it's so perfectly intertwined with what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
So take notes on that one today. Random acts of kindness and senseless acts of beauty, or senseless, what was it? I forgot. Somebody take notes and then give them to me. But thank you so much, Tony. If you guys need any kind of boost personally or professionally, be sure to check out TonyEspinosaLeadership.com. And Tony, or you can check him out on social media, Tony Espinosa. He does some mastermind groups and things like that. And he's been talking recently about really reducing his rates because he wants to get more people charged up, more people involved, and get people out there doing the things that they should be doing to be better human beings, and coming together as the neighborhood that we are. So,
Love it.
Yeah, Tony Espinosa.
Yay, Tony. Yes, very good.
So, Jordan, I noticed
Very
that you have a little Tupperware over there.
A little snacky snack.
A little snacky snack. Tell us about what you got in that Tupperware, because we went through quite a bit of trouble to get the ingredients for that.
Yes, we did. We will not go into, but we got it and we made it. And this is Puppy Chow. AKA Muddy Buddies, I guess is another term for it. And this was Brad Brock's first Christmas having Puppy Chow.
Yeah. I'd never heard of this. I'd never had it before.
And I cannot believe it because it is a holiday staple.
I'm not going to lie. I don't know if you guys can see it, but
yes,
it was completely full yesterday.
It's still pretty full.
Yeah, I definitely put some damage on that thing.
And it's the easiest thing to make. No stove needed. So, you can make it with the cherubs.
But public service announcement. Don't put it in a mixing bowl that has any gold trim on it whatsoever. Because Jordan learned that the hard way.
I thought it was paint, but it wasn't.
Nope.
I sparked up the microwave a little bit.
It's just one of my family heirloom mixing bowls.
Yeah, it's only from 1942. It's fine. You can buy another one.
But yeah, so tell us how you make it. What's involved in Puppy Chow?
Okay, well, you get the rice Chex Mix cereal, the plain one, not like the Honey Nut, which is also delicious for just regular cereal, but the rice, regular plain, and then chocolate chips, vanilla extract, peanut butter, and butter. And you melt the butter, peanut butter, and chocolate chips together. And so good by itself. And then you add the vanilla extract, stir it on up, and then you pour it in a bowl on the Chex Mix cereal. And then in a Ziploc bag, you put powdered sugar, and then you pour the concoction of the chocolate Chex Mix into the bag with the powdered sugar. Shake, 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 and done.
Yeah,
and
done.
It is delicious.
It is delicious. Let me let Daddy get one of those. What really impressed me is that they really, I thought that would be a stuck together mess, but they only clumped together in just a couple.
Yeah. It was quite amazing. I also thought I guess it doesn't get too hot, but I was afraid that the chocolate mixture was going to make the cereal soggy, kind of, or just kind of.
But I guess it doesn't.
But it holds its crunch and only messes powdered sugar. But, all powdered sugar best items are messy. So
that is very true.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've come to our segment in the show where we usually we have a bigger panel here, but it's just Jordan and I tonight. So I'll be going around myself and talking about all the things that we got going on coming up.
Shameless plug for me.
Oh, Jordan's got a shameless plug.
I make puppy chow and I make scarves. So
if you want sweets and heats.
Yes, sweets and heats, I got you.
Yeah. And in this segment, we lovingly call, what do we call it, Jordan?
Shameless plugs.
Before I get into shameless plugs, and maybe this is a shameless plug in and of itself, but Drums and Rums, Paul from Drums and Rums, he said, vanilla extract? I need to give you some that I made with rum. And I remember now that you were doing that, Paul, and yes, we will definitely take you up on that.
Yes, we need to try that.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very nice.
Excellent.
Oh my God. I'm wondering what's going on with my light back there, but I think my light is like flickering. It's like putting some green and then but going back to blue. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Well, of course, as always, thank you all so much for tuning in live with us tonight. We love hanging out with all of you. For those of you catching the show later on, we invite you to pop into one of our live shows and hang out with us. We are live each Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. Please like our Facebook page, go share our streams and videos, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We hit the 50 subscriber mark, and then we lost one, but now we're back, and it's been solid. So we just need to get over that hump, like maybe 52. That gives us a little bit of leeway. But I do want to put together a special treat because I said that we would do something special when we hit 50. So that is coming together. So please go and subscribe to that Jams and Cocktails podcast. That'd be awesome. And of course, you know, if Facebook's not your jam, you can go over there and you can watch the live shows on YouTube as well. But all of our shows go back to live there forever for you to binge watch on YouTube. Big shout out to our sponsors and partners at Code Rum. Johnny Ringo, we love you, man. Code Rum, the Sneaky Tiki in downtown Stewart, good friends of ours, Hop Life Brewing, Jeff at Treasure Coast Entertainment, and Drizzly Liquors delivered to your door. Check out all these wonderful businesses and show them some love and support. I do have just a few shows coming up this week. This, of course, is the old dates. I did not update them. I knew I was missing something, but it's
He'll be somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was only because there was a couple shows. So disregard that. And you can find me on Saturday night. I will be at Shindig Irish Pub in Port St. Lucie, and Sunday I will be at Blue Point in Tequesta. So those are my only shows until New Year's Eve.
Which is?
Actually, that's a lie. Monday, I will also be at the Square Grouper in Jupiter. So, we get 3 days. But yeah, New Year's Eve, I will be at Manatee Island in Fort Pierce, of course.
How silly of you.
Fort Pierce, of course. I won't be ringing in the New Year there, but I will be there from 4 to 7. But yeah, that is also my birthday.
That's what I was
Yeah, that's what you were getting to.
Yes.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be turning 30?
Oh, finally.
Again.
Nah, get out of here, you. But you can see my full schedule, of course, always up to date at bradbrock.com or on the free Brad Brock mobile app. You can get it from your favorite app store. You can see show dates. You can buy merch. Check out this podcast. Listen to my favorite internet radio stations and even request songs at my live shows. Check it out. It's free for Android and Apple. Also, be sure to check out our friend Johnny Ringo's from Code Rum. Johnny Ringo's brand new radio show, Pirate Radio. It airs each Sunday morning from 8 to 9 a.m. on the Coast 1013 local station here on the Treasure Coast. We love them there. So be sure to check out that. And you might even find a little Brad Brock moonlighting on that show. So you never know. You never know. You never know. So that is my shameless plugs.
Woo! Woohoo! Those were some good ones.
Not too shabby.
Good plugs.
Well, you guys, we kind of have a pretty short show for you tonight. That's not a short joke. That's legitimate. Next week, though, we will be getting back in the swing with a great guest. We have an amazing Americana duo called the Leafy Greens Band. They are just so cool, and we can't wait to introduce them to you if you don't already know them. So be sure, mark it on your calendar, December 30th the day before my birthday, we will have the Leafy Greens band on the show. Very excited to have another guest. We certainly hope that you enjoyed our Christmas Eve show and that you all have a safe and happy holiday. But before we say goodnight, and I wanted to make sure I left a little bit of time and didn't go too late because we have a little bit of a treat.
Do we ever?
The cheese ball that I am, we put together a classic Christmas bedtime story for you.
So tuck yourselves in, get your cup of hot cocoa, and snuggle up. Put your socks on.
Yes.
Your fuzzy socks.
Your fuzzy socks.
Of course, obviously not regular socks. No.
Only fuzzy socks.
Only
will
fuzzy
do.
socks, yes.
Only fuzzy socks with you. Yeah. So that's coming up just after this. You guys, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. We'll see you all next week. I'm not going to say goodnight because we got a little bit more for you, but that does it for us. Cheers.
Bye.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew in a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, in a moment I knew he must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all, as leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night." Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.